Hey guys, it's Nicole. Today we are going to stretch late night in my daughter's room. She's at a sleepover tonight, so this is the only spot I could get to record for you guys because I wasn't able to do a recording today and I gotta get the stretch in, right? But she has a ballet bar in her room, so that's the cool part about this. We're gonna be able to use something to hold on to. So grab a chair, grab a good countertop, maybe something that you're not scared to like lift your leg up on if you want to, and let's get stretching. All right, so as always, you want to make sure that you're warm, you're not cold, and your muscles are not nice and tight. Right now, it's like a heat wave going on. So I am not cold at all. I'm just pretty warm. So shoulders down and back. Inhale, exhale. This is going to kind of be a recovery from the day stretch because I've got some sore muscles and I want to go to bed in the next couple hours. So release. I'm going to take it down here, just soft bend with the knees. Relax, we'll round the back, belly drawn in, and release, open, round, abs drawn in, round the low back, round the upper back, and release. I'm going to keep my hands above where the knees are, making sure you're using the muscle. Press and release through. Oh, that feels good. We did a lot of shoulder work and upper back work in class today, so I'm pretty tight back there. Maybe if you sit at a desk and you were kind of crammed up or rounded in your back, you've got tightness back there, so it's always good to be able to open that up. I'm pushing slightly through the inner thighs, making sure to not press on my knees. Back here again, switch, and switch. Inhale, exhale through it. Nice and slow. Let's go ahead and take it all the way down, if you can, onto the legs. I'm just going to get my legs moving, a little more fluidity in here. They've already tightened up at the end of the day, but I want to make sure I can go to bed all loose and just relaxed. Slowly roll it up, round the back, and roll those shoulders back. Let's roll the neck in front. And release, good, making sure the shoulders are away from the ears in front. And one more time. Back to center. I'll take it up and down gently. Lift and down. One more, back to center. Tip it side. Give it a little tiny stretch here, more release through the left side of my neck. And over other side. Gently, little tiny, little touch, little small, barely a pull. And back to center. All right, let's take a deep inhale, lift. Out toward me this way, bend the knees, long spine, hips are way back. The length in that spine is long, my hips are low. Shoulders are at kind of a diagonal line. Lift here. And I'll take it all the way down. Bend the knees deeply. Roll it up. And roll those shoulders down and back. Nice work. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready to get down into that lower body. So I have a lot of tightness behind my legs right now. My hamstrings have been screaming today. So I just want to take an easy, simple flexed foot. Parallel feet. Hips back, abs are drawn in, hips are pulling back, but I'm getting weight on this standing leg. Try to get weight between both legs. This is your supporting thigh here, so make sure not to push on the extended leg. We don't want to push back on that knee. I'm going to take it a little further today because I need a little extra. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a stretch, reaching out toward and over the leg. You can touch onto the toe if you can. Otherwise, we don't want to do any pulling there. Release. I'm going to put my toe down. So if you can see that, we're here. Dropping the toe will help me get a little further deep into this hip and actually gets into my calf a little more. My weight is here, back here, not forward on that front knee. I'll flex it again. Gently square off my body. Bring it together and slowly roll it up. Other side. So we'll take it here, flex the foot. Sit back into that hip, lengthen the spine, really getting a lot of work back here in the glutes, hamstring back here a little bit, mostly the back of this extended leg. Take a deep breath. If you're doing this with me at night, you want to just try to take your body down. Long, deep breaths to get decompressed from the day. Pressing that foot down now. Getting a little further into my calf, deep back into my hip. Flexing it back, bringing it together, and slowly roll it up and round it up. Okay, I'm gonna work with the bar here. So I want to get the front of my legs. I'm just gonna use it for holding, and then we'll do something a little bit different with the bar. So I'm gonna take it here, connect here, abs are drawn and lifted, lifting through the crown of the head, nice and strong. My knees stay close, so whatever you're holding on to, make sure that you're just using it for balance. You're not leaning over on it, you're not opening that knee to the side. Both hips and shoulders are facing the same direction. And I'll release it over. I'm gonna go ahead and cross over into a figure four using my bar or whatever you're holding on to and sitting back. The focus is not to push down with the knee. You're here with the thigh, just lightly, barely any pressure on there. Most of the weight is on my standing leg, pushing back into that hip. I'm opening the side here, as well as getting some work back in that standing leg. Inhale, exhale, and lift. All right, we will take the other side. So I'm here, making sure I'm long and lifted through the crown of the head. Abs are drawn in, nice and tall, pressing just lightly as a support with my bar. Knees stay close, a lot of stretch in the front of my leg here, my quads. And gently release. We'll cross it over, a figure four stretch here. Take it down and back. Gently here onto the leg, a natural rest with your hand, but not pushing on the knee. I'm getting a lot of stretch in this outside hip now. I'm gonna get sweaty before I go to sleep. And lift and release. Okay, so if you're daring, we're gonna take whatever you got, even if it's like your bed or surface or whatever. I'm gonna use the bar. This is a pretty low bar. I think it's about 36 inches tall. So for me though, it's, you know, at my waistline. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a lift here. So I don't wanna turn this knee all in here. I'm keeping it either parallel or slightly turned out. And I'm just gonna put my leg on the bar. No big deal. So you can extend further if you want. I'm getting stretch here in the inner thigh. Let's reach it up and over. My daughter's gonna love that I used her bar to stretch today. That's a sarcastic comment. She's a preteen, so I'm sure she's gonna say, "Oh, Mom, you're crazy." And I'm gonna reach up and over toward the leg. Reach. And gently, I'll turn it back to the side, lift, and bring it down. So carefully just bring it down without crashing it down. We'll take the other side. So here we go. See if you can get me into the frame, onto the bar or your surface or whatever it is. Like I said, even if it's like the side of your bed, whatever you got. Slightly turned out with this hip so that we're not forcing the knee. Reach up and over, extend, reach and lift. My body's still active. I'm not just collapsing to the center of the body. Oh, this feels good. I'm getting stretch on the side as well as a lot in the back of the leg, which is where I was really sore. Inner thigh work too. So same thing, I'm gonna go lift and reach out toward the leg, lengthen the body, trying to get a long line through my spine here, reach. I don't have to point my toe, I'm just trying to extend here, getting deep into the low back as well. Open out back to the side, lift, and bring it all the way up without crashing that leg. All right, let's take it to the ground. I'm gonna get a little more work into the legs. Whew. All right, let's do a twist. So I'm gonna get that right leg under, left leg over. Sit nice and tall, both sit bones on the ground. Backhand presses out, cross, lift and twist. Shoulders stay down, inhale. And exhale. Feels so good. Let's go ahead and relax that top foot. So I'm going to soften the top leg, stack here, plant those sit bones. If it's too much, you just put it down front, reach up and out and extend over wherever you need to be. I'm going to hold the extension today. It's a little bit harder than just dropping down. I've got to pull down with my hips, lengthening here, long through the spine. Exhale and lift it back up. Change up those feet. So we take the left leg under, right leg over, sit nice and tall. Push out of that backhand, lift and twist. Your back stays tall, shoulders dropped. And gently bring it back to center. Soften that top leg, flex the foot if you can. Stack the hips, or stack your body on top of those hips. Lift up and out, and the modification again is with your foot down in front instead of stacked. Lift and lengthen. I'm going to hold this here. Shoulders down and back. Pulling the hips down in the back. I'm getting a lot of stretch through that low back, all the way into my glutes and hips, which were already screaming, so this feels so good. Breathe in and exhale. And back up. I'm going to use my lower back to get up, and that feels really, really good. Okay, let's get a little more in here. Flex and point the feet, because I always love to do that. Just get the toes and roll them out. Hands can be active here. Reverse. Lift and lengthen. I'm going to point my toes today, so you can't see them in the frame, but they're pointed. Reach up and out, lengthen the body. Reach all the way out. My hips are slightly turned out today. I want to get a little further into it. Extension and release down. Inhale, exhale, relax the shoulders. Slowly roll it up. Shoulders down and back. I'm going to take my legs out and around. And I want to do a twist because I need some more shoulder twist here. So we've got our tabletop position here, or kind of a almost your cat and your cow reaching in between. So I'm going to thread the left arm under, release down, keep the hips high, and the top hand can come down over onto my back. Back to center, and we'll do the other side. So I'm going to take it here so you can take a look. Again, we're here, my hips are high, thread under opposite arm, lift, take the top arm on the back, bring it back to center, round that back, belly button in through the spine, and release a little. One more inhale. Exhale. All the way up. Let's go ahead and take a stand all the way back onto our feet. We're just about there. Let's take a deep breath in. Parallel feet this time. Just roll it over, extend out. Bend the knees, deep bend, round it up. Everything is coming up slowly. Shoulders down and back. One more deep inhale, lift. And exhale. And you're done. Great job. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you feel good. Maybe you're going to bed right now. Take a relaxing sleep and see if it helps. Thanks.